heard of the guy named Scott Teese? Did you?
Well,
you might have beat him once or twice.
The name sounds familiar, but yeah, he's not much competition, so he's it's hard to remember names like that where they're not there all the time, So yeah, I heard he announces or something. So,
yeah, he does something like that.
Yeah. They call him Speaker Man or something for whatever reason. But yeah, I heard that. I know the guy a little bit. Yeah, but someday he might win it. Maybe. Who knows?
All right. Well, thanks for taking our time.
Hey, thank you very much.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Hey guys, so it's Thursday, September 2nd. I'm out here. Wanted to give you guys an update. Last night we unloaded the race car because I had to do a couple more things. Change the gears on the race car. Also change engine oil. And upon changing engine oil, when I pulled the engine plug out for the oil, there's a magnetic bolt in there. So you can see if there's any metal or whatever. But out came this circular piece. It was stuck on there just like this. So took a picture of everything. I'll show you quick. In comparison to a dime, you need to put them side by side. I mean, it's not very big, and the thickness is not very big either. Versus a dime, Dime's a little bit bigger, but not too much bigger. Anyway, I called Brendan and Dan Dolman since it's their motor. Let them know what I had found. They called Todd Manley at Adams Automotive. They thought maybe it was a broken rocker arm. So we went through the motor last night, checked rockers, valve springs, all the necessary stuff underneath the engine covers. Everything turned out fine, so we were told to race it and just keep an eye on it, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So we are headed to Rice Lake Speedway for their Labor Day special on Saturday. So what are you excited about most this weekend, since it is Labor Day weekend, besides going to the camper and trying to win that bag tournament that your family's put on for the last, 50 some years?
50 years? No. Do you know that my mom's not even 50?
Well, doesn't mean that someone else didn't put it
on. What am I most excited about?
Yeah.
Seeing my family.
You're not excited to go racing?
No.
Well, folks, I am. I'm very excited to go racing. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks since we've raced last. Last time I raced, I got in the car and
poof.
Yeah, she grenaded real hard. I love invitational season so much, so much. I'm like a kid in a candy store. It's like, Tim
it's
put
like Christmas for racers. Kind of.
Yeah, everyone calls it the real season. There's a lot of money on the line. There's parties in the pits afterwards. Everyone hangs out. No one really leaves early, except for, of course, Mom and Dad will probably leave early because they're in bed by 8 o'clock every night. Sorry, dogs are outside. Thought I was gonna get ran over, even though I'm sitting on the four-wheeler.
Good.
Thanks, Captain.
You're welcome.
Captain Obvious. Doesn't work too well when you're trying to put your armband on and your hands are full. transponder on so I don't forget. Because it's obviously, like Chris Steppen always says in his driver's meeting, it's 2021. If you don't have your transponder on, you better get it on. So I don't want to be the guy on the racetrack and be called out for not putting my transponder in. So, yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm anxious, I'll be honest with you. I'm anxious just because I'm not the type of guy that likes to borrow motors. But we don't really have much of a choice right now, so I'm beyond grateful for the Dolman family. I know I probably told them over 100 times already, thank you, but thank you again, because you wouldn't be staying here, sitting here, whatever, having this conversation if it wasn't for them. Race tomorrow, but be careful.
There's nowhere to race tomorrow.
No, unless you want to go to Watertown.
Yeah.
Or Hibbing, but that's you're gonna send them back to the bus, so starting back to the B. It's day racing.
Yeah.
Or the heat race, or the B features. We don't start at 3 or 4.
Watch you for a long time at Cedar Lake.
You're that old, huh?
You and Mike Weber battling out every week.
Yeah.
Usually didn't stop on the track.
No, you didn't stop the track.
Usually made it into the pits as well.
Yeah, there was a whole slew. There was Smelmeister, Mikey, my God, how many guys were there? Gangle, it was
Mater.
Yeah, Mater was kind of out. But
Bishop.
Yeah, Rich. Yeah, I don't know. It could sound like my grandpa.
I got guys that I talk to, I'm like, you just need to be a little more aggressive. You can't do that. I'm like, no, you can.
You can, yeah.
I mean,
Tell him
lean
too.
on somebody.
I said,
You know, you got to do that.
God
from
made
time to time.
bumpers for a reason.
Well, exactly.
And you can replace them.
Yeah.
You can always apologize. What if they want to fight and they hit me? Well,
You just said. I remember when I first started racing, Dad's like, I don't even care. Go hit everything else there.
he was so bad.
I was really
He was
bad.
so scared to touch anybody, or just
Make
so
him mad.
scared to race. I said, go pick the car and just run into it. Just freaking run into it. Well, you get mad. I said, tell me you didn't mean to. I don't care, but you got to do something.
It's racing.
You got to get that out of your system.
So I went out there and I hit the guy so hard he landed on top of the wheel.
And
Yeah, go
hunted him.
And he quit.
And the guy was like 250 pounds, and I'm like, I'm not going to say sorry. He was a big guy, dude.
Didn't
He's
really
still mad
need
at me.
to that, but
He quit racing like a year after that happened. I hope he wasn't.
Well, that's because you're paralyzed.
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Track is already looking pretty wet, hammered down.
And
So I guess it's going to be cowboy up for the heat race. Hopefully not, but probably.
Bubba, I'm gonna get mud off.
and
Bubba,
every
I'm gonna get the mud off.
What are you taking?
Those are the MB custom tickets.
I thought we already did that.
We got one, but you only.
We got more than one. Your mouth.
Well, we're going to double it or triple it.
I thought you guys already get that out.
Nope, we're giving away on Saturday night of the Punky.
Ah,
a live drawing.
Live drawing.
Awesome.
We'll do it live, and then we'll also do Facebook Live too. So
Okay.
on our track page, because we've sold a lot of tickets to surrounding areas. You
Sure.
know, I was up at the Masters, and a lot of the USMTS guys bought.
Sure.
them.
So what you're saying is our chances are really shitty.
Well,
Well, they're a lot better now.
Still better than
Yep.
the lottery.
So explain to us what these tickets are for again now.
These tickets are, the Red Cedar Speedway has teamed up with the Menominee Youth Hockey Association, and we're giving away a 2021 MB Customs Modified. That is the grand prize, and the second prize is $1,000. Third prize is $500. Fourth is $250, and 5th through 10th is a 2022 Grandstand Season Pass to the Red Cedar Speedway. So, yes, and it goes to benefit the track and the Hockey Association to better the grounds or whatever that we team up together on. And stuff.
Yeah,
So,
nice. Good
yeah.
idea.
Heck yeah.
You don't mind being on YouTube?
What's that?
You don't mind being on YouTube?
If we
No.
post this on our
So you're
YouTube.
gonna end
No,
up.
I watch your videos.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That. Thank you.
here to make excuses, but I think had I pushed it a little bit further, I would have caused a wreck.
Maybe.
I mean, because we were 4 wide at one point in there, and my nose was barely in there, and that 19 closed the gap, and then I screwed up over here in 3 and 4, and that 19 got me.
Yeah. No mistakes, right?
This is what I talked about, people. Invitationals are super tough to race. Nobody gives an inch, and when there's a hole, they take it. So, a little update from the heat race. Started 5th in the heat race, finished 4th. They took 4 to the feature. We will start 16th in the feature.
Yeah. All right, good luck. Love you. What?
I screwed up. I mean, I screwed up with the steering. I just pushed, and I got. What happens is sometimes with these sweet steering boxes, you get them turned too far one way. The car doesn't turn until it's too late, and then it snaps. And I thought it was rolling over. Dad said it broke, so I just pulled off.
Well, yeah.
It was still wet. We were cleaning and everything. For sale. $5. You don't think you can fix that one?
We can fix it.
Tim doesn't think so. I'm not quite sure either.
I'll put these bolts back in. So, it'll look
The other,
better.
it's the one in the other side is yours.
That was after you. And then now, there's a whole slew of them sitting in turn 2, or turn 1.
Oh yeah. I'm not missing anything.
No.
He's like, what were you doing there?
Well, I thought I made the right choice, but then I figured out that it was not the right choice.
I have no idea how you thought that was going to be a good choice. There's
Yeah.
nobody on top.
I thought Shadow got into you.
Well, he did.
He did, but
But he
I
went
did
I
it.
thought you cut a right rear down, and that's why it went around so quick.
Yeah, no,
You're lucky
yeah.
it didn't barrel roll.
I
You're
thought I was.
lucky.
I told Mom. I said, "You'll see on the camera." I thought I was gonna end for ender.
So did I.
Yep. I said, "Here we go," and I hung on.
But that will happen one of these days. Because,
It will happen.
because you just can't keep doing this.
I'm not saying I can.
Jeez, how many times are you gonna wreck before it's really bad?
Well, it's been bad before, but not as bad as the light pole. So we are. Where are we at? I'm just telling where we're at.
Apparently.
Yeah, no kidding. There's a lot of kids.
That's a
We're
picture.
at Northwood Shores in Hagen, Rice Lake.
It's north of Rice Lake.
Yeah,
It's closer to Hagen.
it's a Rice
Hagen.
Lake address though.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna say Hagen, Wisconsin.
Well, it's
We
easy to
are
put on a map. If you say
Currently
Rice
at neighbors' parents' campground.
Lake. You don't think
You
so?
should tell them a little bit about what your mom and dad and everyone put on every year. It's a beanbag tournament.
Yeah.
And, guys do fundraisers and
Yeah, so this year was the 9th annual beanbag tournament. It started just as like, I mean, it's still a fun thing, but it started as, just like a fun thing for everybody to look forward to on Labor Day weekend. I think 25 teams?
I don't know.
I think it's 25 teams, and it's double elimination. So, like, Peyton and I played in it for their first year, and we were not good. Well, I was not good. Peyton made probably every point. Well, because every time I'd, like, throw it and hit the board or it'd go in the hole, it get canceled out by somebody else. But, so it was, like, a thing to be fun, and then it kind of grew a little bit bigger. And we do like baskets and raffle prizes, things like that. And then like there's also a donation jar, and we kind of just use before we've used it as what we've decided to do is we're gonna kind of use it as a fundraiser for a charity that the campground people in the campground pick it to go towards. But before we used it for we've talked about my friend Brett that died in a car accident. We used it as a fundraiser for his daughter. And then the year after that, we used it as a fundraiser for our family friend, Dan Rowland, who is battling cancer. And then this year, we used it as a fundraiser for some friends of ours who have struggled with their journey on becoming parents. They have 2 angel babies, and they are pregnant with their little one right now. And things are going really well. But we wanted to use it as kind of, they are still hoping to maybe eventually adopt one day, or if they choose to use those for medical bills or things like that, just something that we could do to help them. And we ended up actually raising $1,900 for them. So that was really cool. And the winners do get money. I think yesterday was $300, and that was only a buckwheat finally won. And if anybody on here knows, the tournament knows that they were in the championship last year and lost, and then the year before that were in the championship and lost. So now third time's a charm.
So my question to you is this: so in years past, the people up here would know, but in years past, people have donated their winnings to the charity.
Correct.
Did that happen again this year, or?
I don't know,
Okay, and it's not any of our business.
but we don't.
But everyone up here looks at the tournament as a fun deal. They do get very competitive, but they
We're
also
all friends at the end of the day too.
yeah, but we also get T-shirts made every year
Yes.
with the donation stuff is going to.
Yes. So the girl that does the shirts doesn't even take any of the proceeds for herself. She gives the money back, and so that's part of that money that we do. But we did all we really did was baskets yesterday, and then those T-shirts, and we raised $1,900. And if you look around, this place is not that big.
No, I mean there's back here, guys. I'll show you. There's some campers back here, and then there's like a driveway, and I can show you guys when we get back to the camper like how far back it goes. It's not very far back, and there's a loop that goes down here and around, and it does come out right there, right where the entrance is to the building. So it's really not too big, and then you have right behind me here is where people check in when they rent or they need anything, need to address any issues or anything like that. So it's a very family-friendly deal, and like
You hear
Amber
them all
said,
laughing over there.
yeah, if you can hear them laughing, it's a very social place. But to raise $1,900 or even let's say it was $1,000 for people that don't have to donate, it certainly means a lot.
And
All right, so we're here with Todd Madsen, the winner of the Punky Manor in 2003. He beat my dad, Tim Borgeson, and we always love to rub it in his face. So how'd you do it?
It was actually pretty easy. It's one of the best races I ran in my life. The car was awesome. But I do have to thank Tim a little bit, because when we first got that car, we had some issues with it, and he come and told me some things to do and made me way faster than him, apparently. So he's a great guy. I beat him at the Punky. His obviously wasn't as good as mine, or I was more patient, something, but I started 12th and ended up winning it. And the car was amazing. I could go anywhere I wanted to. But I did have some good races with Tim at Rice Lake. I tried to get inside of him going into 1 and 2 one lap, and he chopped me off. And there was a writer, in all the dirt, that did say something about that. And he went on to win, but I still congratulated the guy. And yeah, he's a great racer, great competitor. I love racing against him. I wish I could do it again someday. But no, we're here now and celebrating. I still have the trophy at home. It's in my living room, along with the checkered flag that the flag man gave me and signed. So yeah, it was a great win. That trophy will go, if my house burns down, it's the first thing I'm taking out of it. So yeah.
All right, so last question before I let you go back to the campfire over there. You just won that big tournament here yesterday for the, what was it? I don't even, 9th annual or something like that?
9th annual beanbag tournament here at the campground. Yes, and this is what I do now. I don't race anymore, so this is where I spend my weekends. Yeah, and the last 3 years prior to this, we got second, my partner and I, which is Rick Buckwheat, and we ended up winning it finally. So yeah.
You ever heard of the guy named Scott Teefs? You might have beat him once or twice?
The name sounds familiar, but yeah, he's not much competition, so he's it's hard to remember names like that where they're not there all the time, So yeah, I heard he announces or something. So,
yeah, he does something like that.
Yeah, they call him Speaker Man or something for whatever reason. But yeah, I heard that. I know the guy a little bit. Yeah, but someday he might win it. Maybe, who knows?
All right, well, thanks for taking our time.
Hey, thank you very much.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
I'm on my way home from Amber's campground there at Northwood Shores in Hagen, Wisconsin. Traffic has been absolutely horrible as expected. We had a good weekend overall. Friday night, just kind of bummed around on the couch. Saturday, a little recap of that. Went to Rice Lake. My mom drew 134. Started raining. Kind of got behind the 8 ball right away. Like I said, started raining. Hot laps were supposed to be at 6:30. I think we hot lapped at 6:45. There was no driver's meeting or anything like that. And when we got back in, they were already saying first heat race is lined up. Well, I was in the first heat race. We come back. We had just enough time to put fuel in the car. So we ran our hot lap tires, which are not good tires at all. But anyway, I wasn't very wise about making my way through traffic. Got stuck behind some slower cars, went 5th to 4th. Made the show, started 16th. I think we made it like 2 or 3 laps. Before we went out for the feature though, my dad said, make sure you do not go to the bottom. So you know what I did? I didn't listen. Made a big mistake, went to the bottom, hit the water in turns 3 and 4, slid way up the racetrack, and I put myself in the front stretch wall. Just wasn't good. We got lucky, I think. We didn't bend the front clip. I don't think anything is hurt on the car. I have to go through everything and make sure that is the case. I did learn a new thing though. Dad told me that I was single-handedly the reason why we are short metal in this crisis right now, because I go through a crap ton of bumpers. But anyway, after Saturday night, I went to Amber's campground, hung out with family and friends up there, interviewed the guy that beat my dad at the Punky in 2003. All around, it was a great time. Like I said before, please like, comment where you're from, where you're watching from, share with your friends and family if you haven't already done so. We really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button below. That's just going to help us out even more than it already is. So, like I said before, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us. Special thanks to everyone that watches, clicks on our videos and watches, shares with their friends and family. Also, I gotta thank all my sponsors and my family and friends for allowing me to do this. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.